For today's project, I'm going to show you how you can transform these little mini composition notebooks to these in 3 different ways. Let's get started. Okay, today's project is a Dollar Tree project, and I'm using these mini composition notebooks that I got at Dollar Tree. Okay, so 3 colors come in the pack, at least in this pack. I think there were other colors available too. These aren't like the highest quality as far as paper's concerned. It feels like recycled paper, which is fine, but we're gonna spruce this up a little bit. I printed out a couple of designs. These are really cute animal prints. We have dogs and cats, and I'm gonna start with the dogs. And basically this is just a image I had put in Canva, and I tiled it so that it was small enough to be seen on a small canvas that we're using here. And this is actually just a revisit of the other project I shared on my blog. It's basically the same procedure of putting sticker paper onto your notebook to just make it your own, and it kind of took off, so I figured we would just revisit it with a mini notebook. I'm thinking all I'm going to do is just cut this in 4s. Okay, so all I did was just cut my 8.5 by 11 into 4 squares, just half down the middle and half across. I'm going to use this side, that way I don't have to worry about trimming against this. Take the backing off. Now you can actually put a laminate on top if you want to make them waterproof or water resistant. I'll do that with the cats, but for the dog one we're just going to do it as is. And you would put the laminate on top before you trim. Just butt it up against that black trim you have there, and then slide it across. Now you can use your brayer, or I like to use my felt cover ruler just to kind of press that down, make sure there's no air bubbles, and then we're going to go ahead and trim. Now you can trim all the way around like I've done before, or you could fold it over so that you don't have any edges. It's just really your preference. So this one I'm just going to trim all the way around. Okay, as simple as that. I have the top already done. Like how it transformed that. Now I'm going to do the back real quick. And I'm going to use this side because I want to make sure I don't have to fuss with this edge here. This is a really easy project that you can do with your kids. You can do it with your classroom, if you have students, if you're a teacher. You can do it for Sunday school. It's just a really cute craft. I mean, how cute would it be for Easter to print out an Easter themed print for church, and then have the kids create this, and then they can put their little notes in from Sunday school or their Bible notes. It could become their own little scripture journal or something like that. It's a really cute idea for the kids to do, or even adults. You can make these for Mother's Day, and they're really small. You can put them in your purse, and who doesn't love a little mini notebook? Especially if you add some personalization. You can add some stickers on top. You can actually, when you design your print, you can add their name or scripture or anything like that. I think that'd be a really cute way to personalize just this little, less than 50 cents gift. And that's it. It's super easy to do. Now we'll go ahead and move on to the cat one. And the cat one, I'm going to use a laminate. That way we have a little bit more of waterproofing. So before we cut it, we're going to put a laminate sheet on top. Now there are some choices out there. You could use something like this, which is a holographic laminate sheet, or you can use the clear ones. I'm going to use clear because I really don't want to take away from this busy print and make it even harder to look at. But if you had something that was a little less busy, you could put a really cute coordinating holographic laminate sheet on top because they come in different patterns. But we're going to go ahead and just use this self-adhesive laminate sheet. It's just a clear one, similar to the ones you would use for a thermal laminator, but it's just a single-sided, basically a big clear sticker that we're going to put on top. And so my method for putting on a laminate sheet, and this is the same for all my projects that I laminate with self-adhesive laminate sheets, is I pull back the backing paper slightly, And then I fold back and create like a little tab. And it doesn't have to be perfectly straight or anything like that. It all works the same. And then I get my paper, put it upside down, and then I start putting my laminate edge right here on the edge of that paper. Kind of just kiss it and then flatten it down. And then I use my felt covered ruler. You could use a big felt squeegee. I pull that back. I lift up this backing paper and I just slide my ruler across. Okay, I cut my pieces down. Now I'm going to go ahead and put this on top of this one and pull back the backing of the sticker that has the laminate. And we're going to line it up like we did before. There's one side, and this one has the laminate, so it's going to be more water resistant. Another way to create these, especially if you find yourself making a whole lot of them, is you can make a template in Canva or in Cricut Design Space and add your photo and have your Cricut cut out the shape for you, as long as you have your measurements correct. That's another really easy way to do it. This required no tools except for some scissors and a paper trimmer, and you don't even need your paper trimmer if you just have scissors. So that's a really easy way to create these notebooks. So that's two ways of doing it, one with the laminate, one without. And I have one more, so we're going to go ahead and do it with scrapbook paper. Okay, for the next step of this project, I'm going to use scrapbook paper. I have a bunch of these little pads that I think would be cute for this. And so I picked out 2 sheets of paper, one for the back and one for the front, that coordinate. And I'm going to go ahead and put laminate on top. But first I'm going to trim it down to make sure it's the right size. That way I don't waste anything after I put it through the adhesive. So I just basically traced the shape with the pencil. I gave myself a little bit more allowance around it, that way I can trim it after we put it on the notebook. So that should fit fine. And then we'll do another one for the back. Okay, so I have my 2 pieces, one for the front, one for the back, and I'm going to add some scrap laminate on the top of each one. That way we don't waste a lot of this either. So right now I'm just trimming off the laminate because I did want to make sure that I had it larger than my paper so that I didn't have any parts not covered. And then after this we can put it through the self-adhesive process, which is this Creative Station. Right now I have the permanent adhesive in it. This is really handy. They have a larger one as well. So what you do is you basically put your paper here on this part here, and then we roll it through. And then it has a paper trimmer to cut. And then we'll do this one as well. And so you want to give it a little rub. And then we take off the top part here. And then remove the backing. And you can see that there's adhesive now on the back. So what we're going to do is use the backing like I did the sticker backer sheet, or sticker backing sheet, and put this here. Line it up. And so all you can do, you can trim it if you need to. I have some sticking out, and because there is adhesive on the back of that, you want to make sure you trim that up. There's the front. Now we'll do the back. And so this is the paper version. You can use any kind of paper you have, laminate it, and then put it through the Creative Station to add adhesive. You could probably use a adhesive roller or runner too. but I find that this is a very good sticky adhesive, so it's unlikely to come off. And then you have the sticker with the laminate, and then the sticker without the laminate. So these are all super cute, and they really transformed those ordinary mini notebooks into something very cute and giftable. So I hope you try this project out. If you have any questions, drop them below. I will link everything in the description along with my original tutorial that showed the larger version of this technique. So as always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.